Cat in the Rain. So my question is, how do Hemingway and Joyce use symbolism to express their characters' inner conflicts with reference to their respective short stories, Cat in the Rain and Eveline? So I will paste the question under the comment section. As an introductory part, you can do an introduction first. Joyce and Hemingway skillfully use symbolism in Eveline and Cat in the Rain to reflect their characters' inner conflicts, while their styles, like you find their styles are a bit different. But both the stories rely on imagery and symbols to communicate profound emotional and psychological struggles. So when it comes to then that kind of an introduction, plus then you can talk about the separate symbols. What are the symbols you find in Eveline and Cat in the Rain? So when it comes to Eveline, you can talk about the window. Eveline, frequently she gazes out of the window, symbolizing her longing for freedom and escape for her oppressive life. And how does she want to escape from her oppressive life? That idea is symbolized through the window. And also the window acts as a barrier between her desires and reality, reflecting her inability to break freedom from societal familial constraints. Then when it comes to sea, you can talk about like the sea represents both opportunities and fear. While promises in a way it promises a new life with Frank, and on the other hand it symbolizes the unknown and her deep fear to go for a change, then leading her to ultimate paralysis at the deck. So then if you take dust as a symbol of Eveline, the dusty environment or the dusty, lifeless environment of her surrounding, of her home, that symbolizes the stagnation. Like it seems that she stagnates on the same point, the stagnation and decay. It mirrors Eveline's emotional and spiritual exhaustion from the years of unchanging routine and responsibility. Like they kept on their life kept on having stagnating procedure. Like the life was like stagnating on the same place. No change has happened in their life. Then when you move on to the other short story, Cat in the Rain, there you can find the symbols. First of all, the cat. Cat symbolizes the woman's unfulfilled emotional needs, including her desire for care and affection. How a woman is caring and how she is expecting affection, especially in a marital relationship. How a woman expects caring, affection, and even independence. How she seeks like the fact that how much she seeks for independence. Then it also represents her yearning for something tangible and comforting in her otherwise emotional barren life. Her life is barren. So then how she is longing for caring and how she is expecting something tangible in her barren life. Then even the rain, you can find the rain as a symbol in the story. The incessant rain underscores the woman's feelings of isolation and melancholy. It creates a mood of confinement and it reflects her dissatisfaction within her marriage and surrounding environment. Then the mirror that she keeps looking at. The mirror, on the other hand, mirror is her in the hotel room. It briefly mentions and it reflects her self-perception and possibility her growing awareness of her own discontent. Then even the hotel room, you can find the hotel room as a symbol. The hotel room symbolizes the stark and impersonal nature of the room. Mirrors the emotional distance in her relationship with her husband. Then it contrasts with the warmth and attention she perceives from the hotel owner, who acknowledges her presence and needs. So that you can contrast. So these points, like I have mentioned, these are the symbols that you find in Cat in the Rain, and these are the symbols you find in Eveline. So I gave you some descriptive lines for each symbol, but you are supposed to, when you are writing, you are supposed to analyze each of these symbols. You can analyze these symbols and you can explain how each of these symbols becomes symbolical in the story. So you need to explain further. Then when it comes to comparative analysis, then you can talk about unattainable desires. In both short stories, you find that symbolic objects highlight the protagonist's struggles with unmet desires, and how they have how they try to move on, like how they try to achieve their desires. The both protagonists in both short stories. Eveline's window and the cat in the other short story represent what they yearn, what they are yearning for life, what they are yearning. But they cannot fully grasp freedom. They cannot fully get love, or they cannot fulfill their lives. Then the point of if you analyze the idea of a stagnation and escape, Eveline's paralysis at the dock and the woman's confinement in the hotel room reflect their inability to escape in emotional cage that they are surrounded by, feeling amplified by the symbolism of the sea and rain, respectively, you can talk about. Then even the emotional isolation, you talk about. Both use their environment, Eveline's decaying home surrounding environment and Rain's soaked hotel room, both of those as metaphors for the character's loneliness and entrapment. So these are just ideas that you can focus on, these ideas, and develop this into a three-side answer. And as a conclusion, you can end up your answer saying, while Joyce's Eveline leans on detailed, layered symbolism reflecting paralysis and fear, Hemingway's Cat in the Rain uses simple, minimalistic imagery to convey the woman's unspoken desires. Then both approaches, you can say both stories approach effectively illuminate their characters' inner conflicts, leaving the readers with a vivid sense of their struggles. So these are just the points that you can deal with, and you are supposed to analyze, you are supposed to expand all these points that I have mentioned here, and even you can add your points. This is just a rough idea for a question, a structure, so you can develop this into an essay type answer. So I hope this would help you when you are going for the exam next week. So I would like to wish you and all the best, and you can go through these some other videos as well, and even send me a comment and about the exam as well. So have a nice day and good luck with your exams. Bye.